Okay, so yeah, so already arrived, all from our POEA colleagues. We prepared for you a special meeting, not only meeting, sorry, the special program. We call it orientation program, and this meeting is a introduction on first step or preview of this program, and also about we'll also give you some information related to major major partners who are assist you to come here to Israel and or make this happen, and also about and maybe some useful information related to the first week of your home quarantine. So you can see already on the slide on your screens a picture of PIBA staff, specifically also um, administration that are in charge of foreign workers. So yeah, there are focal points for implementation of bilateral agreements with Philippines, but also with other countries, and they are responsible for your rights, for your obligations, your permits, visas, your arrival to Israel, your employment period here, your vacations when you're going, to see your family. They need to grant you a special visa, and we'll talk about it during our program. And whenever you return home, there are also some procedures that should be done, and it's also under the authority, the supervision of that. So they're very important institutions for you to get to know. Yeah, so that's for there. Those people make this happen. All of our internationalities, different bilateral agreements, but also we work with them in Philippines. And we are responsible for interviewing parts. So our colleagues from CDP that you met who interview you all, or they are our partners, and they assist us in performing this task. And we also provide you informational support throughout your stay in Israel, both through Viber groups and call center for foreign workers. And we will speak about it also a bit later today and during our program. So what are we going to talk about today during this meeting? We'll talk about, we'll give some very first orienteers, when whom you should return to in different cases. We'll talk about home quarantine and what you should expect, and what are the guidance that being created, what you should do in case you will have experienced any symptoms of COVID-19. We'll help you want and would be not useful information for you, but again, in case you would know what to do. We'll talk a little about our communication in Israel, how we communicate, and we'll talk about the importance of learning Hebrew, about specifics of working week in Israel, and also we'll mention the holidays that share some, and also we'll speak about it during the program, because while you on home quarantine, those holidays also will take place, so we'll mention them, some of them, of course. Yeah, and we'll present the program itself and topics that we, just schedule this program when we'll meet online, we'll meet offline, etc. And of course, there will be time for your question and answers. And if you have specific questions to a specific point that I just presented you, please feel free to, I would say not interrupt, but just but something that I'm speaking at the moment. And then, of course, when we have questions, all questions that you might have, not only related to what we just presented for you. So for you, social workers of your placement agencies, or contact person that you receive the information, their phone numbers. They're important to get in touch not only today before 2 days off of Yom Kippur. They're important for you to be in touch in everything related to your accommodation, related to your food. Food supply related to your swab test in the beginning of quarantine and at the end of the quarantine. They should provide you assistance with that. Yeah, so even if everything is okay, I just recommend you will talk to them, get in touch, check, if you have correct phone numbers, etc. Basically, because whenever you will need them, you know that you can easily contact them. Now, again, I will remind about today. You should try to, ask all the questions at least that you have so far. I would say till maybe today 12 o'clock, and then if it's just curiosity or some technical questions, you can be in touch with them again Friday morning till I don't know, midday again, maybe 2 o'clock or something like that, because only then they might be available for you. They might work also, but in between, they not only they won't work. Basically, we already said Yom Kippur. It's a very special day for Jewish people. That not only everything is closed, but also it's a fast. People fast, so really, nobody would be able to answer the phone. But also, if so something happens, they also not necessarily will be able to assist you. So hopefully, again, you will be able to resolve the issues that you have. Of course, there's the emergency situation. You can contact the emergency services, and maybe it would be a good idea for us to provide you today just for you to have it. Yeah. So yeah, that would be it so far about placement agencies. And about the uh, more expanded explanation, also give you in some of our meetings about what they should assist you, but that was just related to the quarantine stage. Now, you can also be in touch with us, of course, and you're already members of Viber group. Also, you can be in touch with call center. It's not hotline, call center for a reason, because it doesn't work for 24/7. It also works with working days and working hours in Israel. And this call center being activated by STEAMI and KIBA in partnership, and it provides workers, migrants like you, with information that if you have any questions, you want to have some more information on this or that issue, you can contact them and receive. And also, if something went wrong, you use the link and leave it online, and representative call center will get back to you and ask for additional information if it would be required, or just will forward the complaint. Now, we also strongly encourage you to register the call center. Share this link after the meeting. We strongly recommend you to register already now. Those of you who have the Israeli SIM card, register later whenever you will have. It still will be relevant. It's also important to do for you to also have all the updates that are relevant to your period of stay in Israel, to your employment terms, etc. Because if some update comes, so it's very good for you to just receive it at the same time through the SMS text message. Then just wait for you till you might have a question about that, and call the call center. So just to be updated on time, we again call center. Something related to home quarantine guidance. Again, all of you are aware of those rules, but still it is important for us to mention, because again, we don't want mistake happens and you will be informed, or something basically will go wrong and you will be under wrong impression. So the basic rules are that you cannot leave place of your home quarantine, either room in a hotel that you stay, or apartment that you were placed for the quarantine. And it's really important for you to take maybe even extra measures for your hygiene. You traveled just very recent and were in 3 international airports during pandemic time, so it's good that you be very careful with that too, for yourselves, for the people who are staying in quarantine. And also, you should know that breaking the rules of quarantine, it's in Israel, it's a very high fine. As you can see, it's 5,000 shekel. It's a little bit less than $1,500, so it's not a small sum of money. And also, for foreign citizens of Israel, they're also facing deportation. That's just the rules for that. So again, we really hope that and nobody even have an intention of that, but just things also not happening by mistake. So we wanted to let you know, to warn you, of course. And if you would like to read more information on home quarantine rules here in Israel, or just in general some information about coronavirus in Israel, you can go online. There is plenty of information, and it's always being updated in English very, very, very often. So yeah, you can just write home quarantine in Israel, pandemic, coronavirus in Israel, and yeah, you'll get the relevant links. Some information related to the situation if you have experienced some symptoms of COVID-19. So first of all, what are the symptoms we're talking about? It's a high temperature, but how about the temperature higher than 38 degrees of Celsius? Cough, trouble breathing, or any other respiratory symptom, loss of taste or smell. Yes, a very popular symptom of COVID-19, unfortunately. So in case you experience any of these symptoms or some of them together, you should update, of course, us, but you need to contact, again, a social worker or contact person from your agency, and they need to assist you to coordinate another appointment for PCR test. And after you will go through this test, or maybe additional checkup, then yeah, you also need I mean, you will be basically instructed if you need additional treatment or additional quarantine. So yeah, that would you already find out after you get a checkup, and you will know the results, and if again maybe prescriptions. So but don't hesitate to do that again, because the sooner the better you will know, and also receive a proper treatment. It covers by medical insurance. So yeah, also please be aware and responsible about that. But again, we hope hopefully it wouldn't be relevant and you'll stay healthy. But in case it happens, you'll need to know what to do. Now, something about communication in Israel related to the languages, not yet to the cultural aspects, but just to the language part. It's very good that you speak English, because Israelis like opportunity to practice the English. None of them have a very high level necessarily, but still they like to do that. So use it, and hopefully it will be very helpful for you knowing another language. But also you need to make efforts and try to learn as much as possible Hebrew. And we also prepare some lessons for you, so we will share them with you, of course. And we already share with you a recommendation to download an app for learning languages. There are a few apps exist that that allow you to do that. One of them is Duolingo, is a very good one. So we recommend you to tap in the Google Market or Play Market Duolingo and download it. So yeah, just see if you can manage to do that, because then this app will download you in the language also that your phone is working. So yeah. Something related to working week in Israel, and then again we'll also do some connections with all the holidays that here in Israel, and some of them happen right now. First of all, I want to mention Shabbat, and I'm sure you also already heard something about it, but still we need to talk about it. Shabbat is a special day according to Jewish tradition, religion, culture, and in Israel it's also very central. From this point of view, it's a special and unique day in terms of other cultures in the world. This is a special day when many traditional religious people just won't use electronics, won't use cars. It's time to spend with family and friends around the table with a good meal, and talk to each other, to rest. Some people would go also to a synagogue to pray. So that's about that. And those who are also less, I would say, religious or traditional, would be a special day for them. So also you need to know maybe where, and again, when you're also not in quarantine and you have any questions to your agency, or people are not working, but it's also not might be taken as not respectful yet to call somebody on Shabbat. So also it's important to mention that Shabbat, which goes for Saturday as a translation, starts actually earlier before Saturday, on Friday night with Friday sunset, and ends with Saturday sunset. And the same thing is for most of the Jewish holidays. Starts the day before with the sunset and ends the same day on holiday, which lasts for 2 days. So yeah, so Yom Kippur starts today with the sunset and ends tomorrow with the sunset. Working week in Israel starts on Sunday, and the weekend is Friday and Saturday. So it's different than the rest of the world. So again, we are bringing it up here for you already to be aware and start to get used to this interesting structure. There's also no public transportation. Most of the shops and restaurants are closed. There are some exceptions. So if you have any plans for weekend, you can still try to have them, but you need to check if the specific place would be open for Shabbat, or you need to find another place for again, either shop or restaurant. You just need to check, but you need to know that most of them would be closed. There will be no public transportation, but there will be cars and yeah. So and taxis, but no, again, no public transportation. And that would be true for most of the holidays, except one, which is again Thursday Day and Yom Kippur. And Yom Kippur is different from that point of view because again, everything, literally everything is being closed and quiet. And yeah, so we sharing this information for you to not be surprised, shocked, what's going on, because yeah, what's going on. There will be also no cars. Some moment there might be bicycles that might being run by some kids, starting from probably tomorrow. But yeah, it still would be look very different, and yeah, everything except for that will be closed. No signs of life sometimes, except for some people who enjoy riding their bike on Yom Kippur. What will include the orientation program? The program that I already mentioned. First of all, it will this program is this program includes both video recorded meetings and online meetings like we're having now. From point of view of topics, there is a topic of Israeli cultural and historical background. We'll talk with you about your rights and obligations as caregiver, worker, and also we'll talk about rights and obligation of your employer and the agency. We'll talk about the agency as well. We'll talk about a very important topic, wide topic of caregiver, and we call it caretaker just to simplify, but the person that you will take care of about your relationship. We'll provide you more information about call center for foreign workers. And we'll talk about another important topic, which is related to migration crisis. Migration is the process that you already started all by deciding and actually coming to another country. So we'll talk about that and the emotions, feelings that you face whenever it happens. We talk about family and maintaining long distance relationship with your loved ones and close ones, which being a bit distant ones now. We also share with you short Hebrew lessons that we prepared for you, and we'll share with you many useful information and links. So that are our plans, and yeah, for this program. And then as a promise to come to the part with questions. So I'm taking off this screen and opening opportunity again window to see you all. So those of you who switched off cameras, I would appreciate if you can take them back and turn them on. It would be really nice to see you all. And yeah, do you have any questions? Please ask us. You can, if you feel too shy to open microphone and say, you can also write down. We'll read the chat and want to answer. But we again strongly encourage you to don't feel shy. We're a very small group, and we're here for you, especially during this week, but not only. So yeah, questions, thoughts, comments, concerns. Something funny is happening there, so hopefully we'll find out soon. Um, any questions? I know you have a million, so we don't expect you to ask them all right now, and we hope that we'll answer some of them during our program. But it will still be nice to hear something from you.
Everything
Yeah, looks like. Too clear.
Hopefully, yeah.
Too clear.
Ma'am, I just want to ask something
Yes, please.
about the result of our COVID-19 swab test yesterday.
Uh-huh.
We can contact our agency and we don't know yet the result, ma'am.
I understand. So, and as I understand that you tried, and you didn't receive feedback from them. I would assume that most likely it's something that they're not available because of again the Yom Kippur. But I tried to contact them on Friday morning, but Israeli time. I saw you all because of the jet lag. You all were awake very early, and already 3-4 p.m. 4 a.m. you already started to text it in the group. So they won't be available in those hours. They would be now. I would suggest like it's 8:30 the earliest, maybe even 9 in the morning. But then yeah, and see some of them receive answers or notifications on email. So if you mentioned your email, you might receive your test on your email address. So maybe check also this too. Maybe you already did it, but I don't know. Just and another advice. You all staying in hotels, or some of you are in the apartment or in the room?
Apartment, ma'am.
We're in
an
apartment.
Apartment,
We're
what,
five
ma'am.
in one room.
I see. And what cities are you? No,
Levin Sky, Tel Aviv, ma'am.
Tel Aviv. Are you in Tel Aviv?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you start right from the center of the.
But our working place is Central 2 in Yahud Monsoon.
No, I know that you will have different places. There are special hotels for quarantine for COVID-19 that most of caregivers being placed when they come, and then they're being transported, picked up to place of work and stay with your employers. Okay, so is anybody ready for another question?
Mhm.
If not, it's also okay. We'll have time for you again to warm up and share with us everything you would like to share, and we'll try to not push you strongly to share things that you won't like to share. Maybe before I will go the last part of this specific session, Anat, how's your sound now? Let's try. Maybe you will be able to introduce yourself now.
How about now? Is it okay?
Not very
that's it.
clear for some reason.
Connection is not good.
Ma'am,
Yes. Question?
how about us, ma'am? We don't have food for lunch yet. The caretaker gave us our lunch last night,
Uh-huh.
but problem is it's already spoiled. We don't have a microwave oven and the refrigerator is not working. So the food we are about to eat for lunch now is spoiled.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. Are you in the hotel now? Or you're an apartment?
Yes, ma'am, we're
Temporary.
in apartment, Meron 18,
Mm-hmm.
Tel Aviv.
And I understand. And do you know where it's supposed to bring you additional food?
None, ma'am. We can't contact Mr. Danny, the caretaker, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll finish this meeting quite soon, and then please just text me in a Viber, and then we'll find I will see who's your agency and if they can somehow help you with that. Okay. Thank you.
Mom.
Yeah, hope we'll have time to assist you with that. Okay. Anand, how's your sound? I'm not giving
Sounds
up.
good?
Well,
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
it's better. It's better.
Okay. Yeah, it's better.
Oh, okay, perfect. I'm glad to hear. Okay, so hello everyone. I want to welcome you again. Sorry,
Hello.
hi. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to come here yesterday. So I'm very happy to see you here. And as Margarita said and summarized till now, we here to help, to assist, to guide you, and whatever we can. And we don't want you to feel alone. So please contact us if you need, or your placement agency, like Margarita said, referring to any home quarantine after.
No, you try to speak louder and clearly because the
Louder?
connection is still not good. So clearly, slower, and yeah.
And closer?
Yes.
Okay. I'll keep it short.
No, we heard. It heard, but it was
You heard.
hard to comprehend.
Okay. Okay. So I'm here, like Margarita, on Fiverr Group. Okay, and I'm the coordinator of the orientation program. I work with Margarita, and we're here to assist you and guide you. And I wish you all the best. Of course, keep coming to our meeting. Very important.
Thank you, Anand.
Thank you.
Any additional questions? So I will just we'll go to the last part of this meeting, and then we'll just tell you what you should expect next for next few meetings, and yeah, and then we'll tell you when we'll see you next time. It will happen also very soon. We'll see you today later. So yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute. But just before then, I want to share you the last part of the presentation. After questions that we prepared for this meeting be already recorded for you, and the words would be related to the topic that also being recorded. So yeah, it always will be related. Okay. So the first word will already.
Margarita, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. It's just a call, but if they will continue a call, I hope not to just continue with this part. So first word we already said, Shabbat, and you know it goes for Saturday, a special day. Shalom. That's how people greet each other here when they see. Literally, it means peace. So yeah, but that's how people, instead of hello, say to each other peace here in Hebrew. Yeah, so we are very peaceful people, as you can see. And then you use these two words. You can say Shabbat Shalom. It will be already first phrase, and that's how people greet each other on Shabbat or before Shabbat, or when they met each other in the street, they can say Shabbat Shalom. And also when they will finish the talk and go each one his or her way, they will say Shabbat Shalom to each other. And if you're together on Shabbat, you can also say Shabbat Shalom, and it would be a wish of having a good, nice Shabbat. And even before then, if you go, let's say on Thursday to buy some food, when you pay, the person in the store can say your Shabbat Shalom before you will leave the store, and you can also respond Shabbat Shalom, because it means that we already are facing the weekend and wish each other have a pleasant and nice weekend. Another important word related to quarantine is ochel, food. just generally speaking, important word, but also to the things that we just discussed. Ochel goes for food, and mayim goes for water. And short zoom out from the Hebrew and just advise and a reminder that it's really important to drink water. And Israel, it's really important to drink a lot of water. We're here all in a desert. Maybe it doesn't look like one, but it is. And climate is hot and dry, and as it always in the desert. So that's there is something that should be mindful. And if you don't have a bottled water, you shouldn't worry, and you can drink water, tap water. In Israel, tap water is good for drinking. It might have some taste, but if you want to avoid it, you don't like it, you can just fill the empty bottle with the water, put it into the refrigerator, hopefully working one, and then it will help you to don't feel the taste, the taste that you might not like. So yeah, that would be very important. Drink a lot of water. Don't forget, please. And then going back again for Hebrew part, and I'm just reminding, Ochel goes for food, mayim goes for water. Now, if some of you might feel not well during quarantine, and you need to say it in Hebrew, for female would say אני לא מרגישה טוב, and for male would say, you should say אני לא מרגיש טוב. אני לא מרגישה טוב, אני לא מרגיש טוב. We all hope that you will feel well, and you will be able to say instead אני מרגישה טוב או אני מרגיש טוב for male. אני מרגישה טוב and אני מרגיש טוב. That would be the general rules, and that is all the words that we prepared for you for now for this session. So just another checkup if you have any questions, except for those that were already raised. And Catherine, I understand that also might need some assistance. So Catherine, at the end of the meeting, also please write me down who you are with, who experienced the same problem that you have. Yeah. Questions, comments, thoughts? So if not yet, I would just thank you for sharing previous information and also raising a problem that we'll try again to see if it can be solved for now. Please, you should know, we'll share with you after this meeting link for you to register the call center. We'll share later with you also the record of this meeting. We'll share with you records of other meetings that we prepared for you. And that would be it. And also we will meet with you this afternoon again for another online meeting. It also has something to do with the holiday schedule, because we as most people won't be able to interact with you during the Yom Kippur or other special holidays. So we need sometimes to meet with you more often in between, and then we'll have breaks for those holidays when you can watch just the records that we already shared with you, or watch records of online meetings. Yeah, so we'll see you soon online in a few hours, and in between we also will share with you some information. So have a good day and stay well.
Enjoy your stay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
regarding my concern a while back, they just
Yeah.
gave us a new set of oven.
Perfect.
Good.
So
Perfect.
Mr. Dan
Perfect.
responded quickly.
Yes, very good.
Oh yeah.
And they said when you receive more food, so if everything set, basically
naayos naman eh.
the question is everything settled, or you need some still some assistance?
We'll just inform you, ma'am, if we need something.
Yeah, but please, if check
Very
check this now and inform me now, because
Right.
again, just in an hour, I already have nobody to talk to. Okay, so please,
Okay, ma'am.
thank you, everybody.
Um,
There was another
Bye-bye.
question, or it just was a comment? Hi, bye. See you all very soon. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
you-
Bye. Bye,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye. Thank you, ma'am.